Always good to have you in the castle.
Oh, thank you.
Let's lead us off.
I see some of these on YouTube. People send them to me, friends of mine, and they last 6 minutes. Mine are like 10 or 11. Y'all, let's get through it. I'm going to get to that 6-7 minute mark.
All right, we can do this.
Coach, over halfway through the first half, you had just 15 points, but you ended that first half with 46. What did you see different offensively in that?
Made some shots. I thought we were a little slow and lethargic for whatever reason. I liked our practices leading up to it. They were just, a little quicker. I think they went up 12, 13. They were up 12 in the first half. Now we stepped on the gas and cut it back to 5. I think that's when Eddie D, who I go way back with. He was at East Tennessee in 2002 when I first became a head coach. He's a heck of a coach and a friend. We cut it back to 5. I think he called timeout. And then, slowly but surely, I thought we played better basketball. Not very good defensively at all in the first half. To give up 41 points is hard to watch. But proud of our team. Nice to get this one to close out non-league play at home. Now, exam week, we'll take a couple of days off out of necessity and then turn our attention to the Hawks of St. Joe's.
Miles. Coach, Ben Burnham had
It was a great game.
Yeah,
Had a great game.
Great game. Definitely had 17 points off the bench and really kind of brought some energy.
Yeah, he did.
A lot of shots late in the shot clock and had 2 dunks that really kind of electrified the crowd a little bit. Can you speak a little bit on his energy that he can?
Well, he's going to do that come heck or high water. That's just who he is as a human being. He plays really, really hard. He doesn't do it always with the best basketball IQ, but you know what you're going to get. He's ferocious. He's going to try to do exactly what you ask him to do. Got his doors blown off in the first half once when we switched him on to number 1. But he keeps a lot of things alive, and he's a much better athlete than advertised. And the shot at the top of the floor, I think it took it back to 8, was big. At the we had something on for shoot, and things squirts out of there. We had some luck on that one. We had some luck, and I'll take it.
Definitely sticking with your bench. Your bench had 46 points today.
Yeah.
5 on Thursday.
Yeah, we're playing 10 guys, and that's a real luxury, and I haven't been able to do that in quite some time. Maybe our second year together. But I'm enjoying that. Certainly, the emergence of Rodney Brown has helped. I thought Jaden Young had a good night tonight. So I think we're getting pretty close to a good rotation, and I think that's important as we head into league play here soon.
To follow up on that, are you starting to think that maybe whether it's the number of players you're playing or the number of or the production you're getting from the bench, is this something that you think can kind of translate to conference play?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Rodney followed up a good performance Thursday night with a very nice one again today. I think he made his first shot tonight, almost the exact same spot he made the one against A&T. Looks very confident. He can put the ball in the basket. That hasn't always come easy for this team, and he's another quality ball handler. I certainly think so. I hope.
What did you like about your defense in the second half compared to obviously the first half? They couldn't.
I don't know that I liked it. I wasn't as repulsed. Let's put it that way. We did a better job of contesting shots. They only scored 31 in the second half, which is better. Man, they fly around. They play so hard. My team has played Navy. We played them up there 3 years ago with the championship team. Played them quite a bit in my career. They don't quit. It's like VMI and Citadel. They do not stop. They keep coming. And I thought our team handled themselves well.
It seemed like in the second half defensively, you guys were able to force them into a lot more turnovers and stuff in the first half. Did you see anything different on that front?
I don't think I did, David, other than just more presence, more. We reference they have to feel us. They have to feel your presence on the ball, off the ball, beating them to cuts. We had a couple of gap raids where the ball is driven into my gap, and I get my hand on it and deflect it and pull it out of there. That would be my response to that question.
For the game, Mike, you guys were 10 of 18 from 3. Did you really like the shot selection and to see that many go down?
I
Your
think I did.
thoughts?
I think I did, David. I don't recall many. If I'm sure I'll go back and see a couple that Rex Steiner took a terrible shot in a short corner with 12 to play. Under 2, we're up 8, I think. Just a terrible shot. But he played a good ball game. Otherwise, thought shot selection was pretty good.
To follow up on that, are you starting to think this is the second straight game now with double-digit three-pointers? Are you starting to think maybe that could be sustainable and translate to conference play?
I'll get back to you.
Coach Malagil took himself out of the game a little bit. Do you get a chance to speak with him and just kind of figure out what
He cramps. Couture turned his ankle all the time. I saw him do it 1,000 times. And most every time I thought, oh gosh, I hope he can come back. But he turned it so many times. There's such lack of support in that ankle. He'd dust himself off and come right back. Malagil has always had problems with cramping. Now he's playing more minutes this year than he did in his previous 2, which is a real challenge. Not every time he can come right back. Sometimes that thing locks in, typically in his calf, and he can really struggle with it. But Hisham, our incredible trainer, our medical staff have done a really good job in getting the right fluids in him and getting him back out there. And I need him back out there tonight.
Mike, did you like what you saw from Hammond tonight?
I did. I thought he took a bad one second half. He's got a lane to the basket, but he felt like somebody shot him. Didn't get the foul. We needed a better look at it there, but he's changing the game, David. Mark. He's changing the game with his speed and quickness and scoring the ball pretty good. He was perfect. I think 4 for 4 in the first half. He finished 4 for 6, 1 for 1 from 3. Better job, assist turnover, 13 assists, 10 turnovers. Would like for that to be 17, 18 assists and 10 turnovers, but better job from our bunch in taking care of the basketball.
I was curious. Your next game is St. Joe's at the Palestra. Some ACC schools probably wouldn't want to play St. Joe's in Philadelphia. What made you decide to?
Well, we've played a A10 in each of the last 3 years. We had a home and home with Dayton. We knew St. Joe's was going to be good. We had an opportunity to play them. Need a non-league game. Having a hard time getting one at home. We kind of need to start one on the road. So it worked out, and we have the opportunity to play in the Palestra, which is what is the oldest gym in college basketball? A very historical place. I look forward to getting up there.
Mike, they didn't miss a shot until about the 8th.
Yeah, they were 8 for
minute
8. My mom will tell me after the games that, son, they were really shooting the ball well. And I will quickly correct her and say, Mother, we weren't guarding worth a damn. And getting shots contested and playing the way we're supposed to play. So let's not misconstrue what happened. Yes, they were shooting the ball well, but we'd better start games better on that end of the floor.
They pushed it to 10, and then you guys obviously fought back. What did you like about the way your group kind of fought back in that moment?
We got our feet on the ground. We got some shots in the basket. Rodney Brown had something to do with that, I think. And Ben Hammond was on the floor during that stretch, I believe. Just looked more like ourselves. And, you hate it, and you don't want to make excuses for them. We've started games pretty well. We didn't today. But that's a big deal, starting the game in those first 4 minutes and setting your tone defensively, offensively, screening, rebounding. Didn't do that. We weren't as effective there as we have been.
Good.
Thanks, everybody.